If I'm fortunate to be back, and I don't have any reason to believe I won't. I'm not trying to speculate, but I know that's a question, and so I don't want to pretend like it's not. So everyone's going to have to start there, and then from there, where we're trying to get them individually, depending on if an assistant coach wants to be a head coach, has to be a distant third or fourth to the primary goal of getting this program back where it needs to be.
So you said you expect to be back, or you don't have anything that says you won't. I'm sure you see speculation just like
Sure.
we all do. How have you kind of handled that aspect of it? Do you talk to Chad? I'm sure you talk to Chad.
I have conversations with Chad all the time, and we've never had a discussion about my job status in the middle of the season. And so, we're at the end. I don't expect to have a conversation like that before the end of whatever, next week, right? But at the end of the day, my job is to try to put our team in position and win as many games as we can. I don't have any control over the ultimate outcome. And so I'm aware of it, but not focused on it, if that makes sense. I've got a family, right? It's kind of a natural deal. And so there's an element to making sure that you consider how it impacts my 11-year-old who's at an age where people talk about these things. We're in a small community. It's not a whole lot of places that he probably goes where he doesn't hear about his dad somewhere along the lines. I got an 8-year-old daughter who's getting close to that age where she's in the sport. So it's a real thing. But like I said, I'm not trying to predict anything. My expectation is, I'm going to continue to work as hard to do what I'm supposed to do for the program until I'm told otherwise.
Do you sense, because Chad grew up in a basketball household, his dad, that's his job, he was a coach, your communication, your conversations with Chad are, more real? I know that's a vague term, more real.
Yeah, I don't know. My direct boss before Chad was a coach himself, right? So, you probably can't get more real, especially from a guy who was notorious for kind of being a make it happen kind of guy, right? So I've been fortunate to work for two really good people, people who've cared about me and the success that I've been able to have tried to invest, to the degree that they can in us being able to be successful. And so, again, without getting into specific conversations, I feel very supported by him. I know us winning doesn't make his job easy, and so that my job is not to make his job more difficult. So.